Ice Cube talks about Caitlin Clark turning him down. Caitlin Clark continues to make headlines in her second WNBA season with the Indiana Fever. As the All-Star break wraps up, fans across the league are eager to see Clark back on the court after a first half marked by various injuries that sidelined her for stretches. Athlon Sports recently spoke with rap icon Ice Cube, who opened up about his efforts to recruit Clark to his Big Three league. While that plan didn't pan out, Cube made it clear the offer was serious. "We offered her $5 million, he said. "It wasn't just a marketing stunt. Her agents kind of snuffed it out. We never got a chance to talk directly to her or her family, so we never really got to make our case." Cube said he believed the opportunity could have been historic for Clark. "We thought she could have a Billie Jean King moment and break a barrier by playing professional 3-on-3, he said. Despite Clark turning down the offer, Ice Cube had no hard feelings. He's proud of the direction the Big Three is heading. "I think we're owning the culture right now when it comes to basketball," he said. "And we're going to continue to do it." After Clark declined the Big Three offer, the story didn't end there. As Athlon Sports' Joe Vitale reported back in March 2024, Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy jokingly tried to up the ante. "I'll offer Caitlin Clark $10 million to play on our intramural hoops team," Portnoy said. Through the first half of the season, Clark has played in 13 of the Fever's 23 games. Indiana heads into the second half with a 12-11 record. When she's on the floor, Clark is averaging 31.1 minutes and 16.5 points per game. The beat echoed through the studio as Ice Cube leaned back in his chair, his hands clasped over his chest. He wasn't just a rap icon anymore. He was a businessman, a league owner, and a visionary trying to shift the sports paradigm. But as he sat down for a podcast interview, there was one topic that even he admitted still made him pause: Caitlin Clark. The interviewer leaned forward, mic capturing every breath. "Cube, I gotta ask, what went through your mind when Caitlin Clark turned down the offer from the Big Three?" Ice Cube chuckled, shaking his head. "Man, look, I've been told no before. Rejection ain't new to me. But this one was different. Because it wasn't just about money or prestige. It was about what it could have meant." A few months earlier, the news had leaked that Ice Cube's Big Three league had offered Caitlin Clark, the record-smashing rookie from Iowa, now headlining the WNBA, a jaw-dropping $5 million to play in the men's 3-on-3 league. It was unprecedented, historic, and just bold enough to fit both Cube's and Clark's reputations. But Clark, focused entirely on her debut WNBA season, turned it down. "I respected it," Cube said. "I ain't mad at her. Not one bit. She's young, hungry, and she's got a mission. But yeah, I believed in that vision. I saw her being the one to smash through a wall that's been up for too long." He leaned forward, voice quieter, more deliberate. "It wasn't just a publicity stunt. People tried to frame it like that, but nah. We weren't trying to use her. We were trying to include her. She already proved she could play with the guys. Her range, her court vision, that fire? Man, she's got it." Behind the scenes, Cube revealed, the Big Three team had mapped out an entire marketing rollout around Caitlin. Jerseys were drafted. TV segments planned. There was even talk of building a co-ed showcase, a historic first, around her debut. "It wasn't just about her playing," Cube said. "It was about giving her the stage she deserves." But Clark, wise beyond her years, saw the complexity. "She hit me with straight honesty," Cube said. "Told me she wanted to focus on the Fever, the W, and proving herself there first. Said she didn't want to take any attention away from her teammates or distract from the mission. I mean, that's leadership, right? That's character." Cube admitted that while he was disappointed, he admired her decision. "You gotta understand, when someone turns you down for the right reasons, you can't be mad. It ain't personal. It's principle. And that's why I still believe in her even more." Still, the cultural impact of what could have been lingered. Social media exploded after the Big Three offer surfaced. Opinions flew from every direction. Some called the offer disrespectful to the WNBA. Others claimed Clark was being exploited, while many cheered it as a chance to rewrite sports history. Amid all the noise, Cube stayed quiet until now. "I ain't just building leagues," Cube said, pointing at his chest. "I'm trying to build bridges. Sports, music, film. We've always been told what lanes we should stay in. Caitlin Clark, man, she's already busted through like 3 of them. I just wanted to help her blast through one more." He leaned back, then smirked. "You know what I told her? I said, when you're ready, the court's still here." The interviewer laughed. So the door's still open? Cube nodded. Wide open. Caitlin ain't just a baller. She's a movement. And the big three, we're not afraid to be part of that movement. When asked if there had been anyone else who came close to generating that level of buzz, Cube shook his head. Nah, there are legends, no doubt. But Caitlin, she's the now and the next. She moves culture. That ain't just talent, that's timing. And when those two collide, you either jump on board or you get left behind. He glanced over at a monitor where highlights of Clark's 4-point range and ankle-breaking passes rolled. Look at that, he said. You telling me she couldn't hang with the fellas in the big three? Please. But Cube wasn't delusional. He understood the broader picture. She's carrying a league, he said. She's selling out arenas, bumping up TV ratings, bringing eyes to the WNBA like never before. That ain't easy. She's got a whole generation of little girls and boys watching her and believing they can be next. That kind of responsibility? It's heavy. Still, Cube remained optimistic about a future where barriers didn't matter. One day, he said, we're going to stop asking if a woman can play with men. We're just going to watch and enjoy greatness. No asterisk, no side note. And Caitlin Clark? Cube believed she'd still be part of that future. You ever turn down something, and then a year later you're like, maybe I should have? He asked, smiling. That might happen. Or maybe not. Either way, she's got my respect. Forever. As the interview wrapped, Cube stood and reached for his phone. I still got her number, he said with a grin. Might just text her next season. Who knows? The rematch might still happen.